guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for everybody who's been subscribing and watching my videos. Today I'm here to do another book review for you guys, another science fiction novel. I really want to make more science fiction book reviews, since I can't seem to find a lot of those on YouTube. I find a few, but it's always like one in a million science fiction books from other like YouTubers that I watch, like the main YouTubers that I watch. They are typically like reviewing like novels or fantasy books, and not a lot of science fiction, which science fiction is like, I think, is what I like the most. But yeah, the book that I'm going to be reviewing today is going to be John Scalzi's Fuzzy Nation. And a funny story on how I got this book, because I was going to travel to Kansas City to visit my girlfriend, and I was at the airport, and I was like, okay, like I'm all checked in and everything, and I was like, okay, let me get my headphones on so I can listen to some music while I wait here. I reached for my pocket and I forgot my headphones, and I was like, oh my god. And I don't even have a book to read or anything. So I sat on the airport for like 2 hours, just like just staring into space, just literally looking forward and just minding my own business. So on the way back, I told my girlfriend, can you take me to like a bookstore so I can like buy a book and I could read something while I'm at the airport, because I am just like, what am I gonna do, right? So we went to this cool 2-story local bookstore in Kansas City, and it was really cool. It had like an underground, so it was 3 stories, because it was 2 stories on the top, and then like the basement was kind of also a part of the bookstore. So I went over there and I checked it out. It was amazing. It looked really awesome. They had a lot of old selection of books, and I came across this one, John Scalzi, and I've never heard of the author before. And I saw that I read the back of the book, and it kind of really got me interested. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I think I'll check it out. And I bought it, and whenever I was checking out, the librarian there was like, oh, I really love John Scalzi. He's a really great science fiction writer. You're definitely gonna love this book. And I was like, okay, cool. So that even gave me a further affirmation that this was a good pickup. So yeah, I took it with me. I read it on the plane, and I didn't finish it. And whenever I got home, over the last few weeks, I finished the book just by having it on the nightstand, not really making it a priority to finish it, but I finished it, and it was amazing. It was really great. It was a really good book. Let me read you the back of the book just so you guys can get a little bit of a feel. It says, Sarah Corp holds the rights to extract unlimited resources from the verdant planet Zarathustra. Zarathustra? That's the name of it. That's the name it says. Okay. As long as the planet is certified free of native sentience. So when an outback prospector discovers a species of small, appealing bipedals who might well turn out to be intelligent, language-using beings, it's a race to stop the corporation from eliminating the problem, which is to say, eliminating the fuzzies. Wide-eyed and radio-occlusively cute, small, and furry, who are as much as people as we are. So basically, what that's trying to say is that this corporation goes to planets that have been discovered by us, and goes and digs out minerals that they need, right, for us on Earth to use. And they go out there and they mine planets, and you can mine planets and all of that as long as there's no sentient beings, like, so no humans or any kind of like smart like race or whatever on the planet. So they go over there, and if you see anything that might be sentient or like an actual like native species there, you have to report it, right? And they'll run a test to see if that species is like human-like or has like a conscience and all of that stuff. So this guy goes, he's over there. He's kind of like the main guy. His name is Jack Holloway, and he's like one of those people that's kind of like reckless but like really smart. So it makes like a good character. So he goes out there and he trains his dog like because his dog is his only companion. He's like kind of like a loner, right? So his dog is his companion, and he trains his dog how to blow up like pieces of mountains or whatever by pressing a button on his ship. So he goes and puts bombs, and his dog blows them up, and they blow up this seam, a piece of a mountain that's not supposed to be blown up, by accident, and they blow it up. And he's gonna get in trouble, but they discover that there's a massive like mineral source on that piece of of land that he blew up. And if you're the guy that discovers like a huge amount of good minerals, you get a percentage of what the company's gonna make off of it. So he's like, holy crap, like I'm about to be like a billionaire. Like this is a lot of minerals, right? So he discovers that seam. He's already like super excited, like he's gonna be making a lot of money. He has a couple of his friends working there at that planet as well. And yeah, so he goes to his cabin, wherever he's staying, and he's like happy, and he's just chilling, drinking a beer, when he sees like this little creature standing outside his window. He's like, what the heck, what are these? Like, this is a weird animal, I haven't seen this one before. And he opens the window and they come in, and he starts like interacting with them or whatever. He takes a video of it, and they're like making, the little fuzzy things are making like little sandwiches, and they're like drinking, like, because they're like, they stand on their 2 feet and they drink or whatever, and they're kind of like really funny creatures. They're really smart. And he just records them or whatever. And his ex-girlfriend actually is in the planet as well, right? And she's a what do they call that, whenever like she studies animals in that planet, because they're gonna be there for a long time, so might as well do some research, right? So she's the scientist. She's exploring the animals, studying them, running experiments or whatnot. And he bumps into her while he's in town, and she's kind of like doesn't want to have nothing to do with him, she doesn't want nothing to do with him anymore. And he's like, come on, like let's hang out or something. And she's like, no, we can't or whatever. And then he's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna send you this video that I discovered. And she's like, okay, whatever, like I don't really care. And he sends it to her, and she gets like super intrigued. She's like, what the heck, what is this? Like, are these real? Like, are you just faking this to try to get my attention? He's like, no, like these are actually in my cabin right now. He's like, can I go visit? And he's like, what, you're gonna come out here to visit me in my cabin? He's like, yeah, I want to go, please. And then he's like, okay, cool, so come over. So then she goes and spends like a whole time with him, and she's like, these might be ancient species. And then he's like, what? Like, no, they how? Like, they're just animals. And again, keep in mind, you guys, if there are species in that planet, they have to stop mining, they have to stop everything and get out, because that's their planet and you can't ruin their planet. So he's like, oh, he's kind of like in the like, crap, like I'm about to get rich and then I'm also about to get thrown out, like we're all gonna have to leave. And it becomes this really weird thing where you think he's like he's in it for himself, but he's kind of not. And then it throws a loop in there where you think he's like doing it to, like, he wants to do the right thing by saying like, yeah, these are actual humans and we need to get out of here. But then he's also like, I'm really gonna be really rich and I need to keep we need to keep mining, and these things are just animals, they're not humans. And they go on a wild ride, you guys, and it's really good. It's a really good book. It's really funny. It's really entertaining, and it keeps you like wanting to flip the page. So it's not a boring book at all. Everything is jam-packed with like little jokes. The dynamic between his ex-girlfriend and him is not like the kind of cheesiness where you're like, oh, he's just doing it for the girl. No, it's not that. So completely get that out of your head. That's not what happens in this book. But yes, I don't want to say anything more, because if I do, I'll probably ruin it. And I want you guys to really check this book out. John Scalzi, Fuzzy Nation, really amazing book. That's gonna be it for the video. I just wanted to come on here and throw you guys a little book recommendation like I like to do. And I'm also going to show you guys what I'm going to finish reading this month. So this month I should be done with Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I'll probably do another book review in case anybody wants to check it out. And then my TBR for June coming up, the books that I want to read for June are going to be Ready Player 2 that I got from the Book of the Month Club. I really want to read it. I've been really interested. There's this book club called the Book Troop on Instagram, and there's this book that I want to read with them, but I thought it was going to be the book for this month, but it isn't. So I was like, okay, cool, so I have another free month to read whatever I want. So I'm going to read this one, Ready Player 2, and also I want to read Star Wars The High Republic. This is like a new book that just came out a couple of months ago, actually, not like really recent, but yeah, I want to check it out. This is like book one of a whole series that's gonna come out, And I think like I really get lost whenever I read Star Wars books, but this one's like from the very beginning. So the High Republic was like the first Jedis that would take care of the galaxy and all of that stuff. So this is like a whole brand new story that I feel like anybody can really dig into. So I'm gonna be reading these two, Ready Player 2 and Star Wars, and I'll do book reviews on these as well if you guys want. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate anybody who subscribes. I do monthly, I guess, book reviews whenever I finish any book, and then also give book recommendations and stuff. I really want to thank you guys for watching again, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thank you. Peace.